Hey everyone, today I am going to be doing a review on the L'Oreal limited edition Project Runway palette. Now I only picked up this one, and this is in Watchful Owl's Gaze. That is the name of this palette. And the reason why I didn't pick up any more is because I wasn't really sure whether it would be good quality or not, and I couldn't swatch it. So whenever I can't swatch something, I kind of hesitate on buying it. And this was $10. I paid $10 for this at Walgreens. And let me show you the colors. Let me open it up. It did come with a sponge tip applicator, but I did throw that out because I never use a sponge tip applicator since I do use brushes. And my first impression of this, when I opened it up, I thought, man, this seems like a pretty awesome palette, and I'm not saying that it isn't. To be honest with you, out of all four of these colors, this one is the most pigmented. These two right here are kind of hard to, they really don't show up that well on my skin when I swatch them. And then this one, when I do swatch it, it is a little bit chalky, but then when I put it on my lid, it's all right. Let me go ahead and swatch a few of these. I'll just swatch them on my fingers, and then I'll go ahead and swatch them on my wrist so you can see them. But this is the first golden color right here. As you can see, it actually swatches better on my finger than it does on my eye. It just doesn't go on as vibrant. And I'm going to swatch that right here so you can see. And it's all right. The pigmentation isn't that great, you guys. That's my main, thing about this palette. See, the pigmentation isn't that great. It swatches good on the finger, but, and then I'm going to swatch the one right next to it, which is this one right here. And as you can see, it's all right. It's not that great. Let me swatch it right here. I doubt if you'll be able to see it. You see what I mean? You just can't really see it. And then the next color I'm going to swatch is this one right here. And that's what that one looks like. This one's okay. And let me swatch it right under that one. So that one shows up a little bit better. Whoops. Make sure I get the right color. This one's all right. And then let me wipe off my finger real quick so I can show you the last color, which is this one right here, which is like a brownish, it's like a brownish black with sparkles. And swatching it on my finger looks really, really nice. And then let me swatch it right here. It's a little bit chalky. I want you guys to see. Can you see what I mean? It's a little chalky. And these don't have individual names. It's just called Watchful Owl's Gaze. So there you can see the gold, the lighter one, the more browny one, and then the dark one. So that's all of those. And to be honest with you, this is what I have on my eyes right now. I have all four colors on. Let me zoom in. You guys can see I have the gold right here, the dark one on the outer, the dark one in my inner crease, and then I have the brownie one above my crease, and then the lightest one on my brow. This is what it looks like on my eyes. So you guys can see it's all right. My overall impressions of this, I want to be honest with you, let me wipe my hands off. This palette is okay. Like, I would not tell you that this is a must-have palette. I could totally live without this palette. It is not a must-buy. I'm not going to tell you guys to run out and purchase this palette because it's just okay. It's mediocre. It's not good. It's not bad. I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's fine, but it's not the best quality of eyeshadows. I thought, you know, Project Runway. I love Project Runway. I don't know if you guys have watched it. I love Heidi Klum. I just love that show, and it's all about fashion and drama and flair and style, and you know, I just thought since the show is very awesome, and they have awesome fashion that is shown in that show. I thought they would come out with a pretty good palette, you know, and like I said, I'm not saying it sucks. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just mediocre. I mean, for $10, it just did not meet my expectations. I really expected more out of this palette, and like I said, you know, I swatched it, as you guys can see, and when I was putting it on my eyes, I just was not amazed. If you guys want to see a tutorial on this makeup look, I did just do a tutorial on this. I will link that right up here in the corner, so you guys can click on that and you can watch that makeup tutorial. And I didn't want to go into detail in the tutorial about what I thought about the palette. That's why I wanted to do this review for you guys. So this is $10. I am really glad I didn't pick up any more of the palettes, you guys, because like I said, it's alright, but I could live without it. I wouldn't go out and grab the whole collection just because if this one isn't that great, I really don't know. I don't think the quality of the other ones are going to be as great either. To be honest with you, my Wet n Wild palette, my, let me get it out, my Comfort Zone palette is way more pigmented than this palette. I'll just go ahead and show you. Here's my Comfort Zone, and there's a couple of colors that are actually close. Like, you see this color right here? That color is pretty close to this color in my Comfort Zone palette, and when I swatch this in my Comfort Zone palette, look at how pigmented it is. And I'll just put this right here, and look at swatch. It's amazing. And then you go for the Project Runway one right here, like that. Pigmentation's alright. You can see the two already. You can see the Wet n Wild is way more pigmented, it's a way better quality, and it's way more affordable. And then here's the Project Runway swatch. Not as great, you guys. So I would rather buy more Wet n Wild palettes than this L'Oreal Project Runway one, because it's just alright, you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you will watch this tutorial before you go run out and buy any of the palettes. That way you can see kind of what I'm talking about, because it's just okay. But thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah, huge hugs and lipstick kisses. Bye, you guys.